Hello everybody, welcome back to the Indianapolis Race Scenario 1 of Railway Empire 2. So today we have to make 8 different goods available in Atlanta at the same time. We have to produce 20 loads of clothing in Atlanta via one of our factories. And then we have to connect 450,000 citizens to a rail network, and right now we have 350. Without further ado, let's get to it. So Atlanta is down here. So right now, let's click on Atlanta, see what we need. Okay, so we need grain. We don't have. We need wood, and we need sugar. So grain, wood, and sugar is what we need. So we just took a quick look. We got our wood up here, our grain up here, because these two areas are red, so we can't get at them. And then our sugar right here. So we're going to put our warehouse right here, bring in our grain, and bring in our wood, and then run it into Atlanta. So as you can see, we have our little kind of half a warehouse all set up. Our wheat's coming in, wood's coming in. We got a warehouse there. We're kicking in wheat, wood, plus the sugar that was already there, and salt eventually if it grows enough. And then we're going to be bringing back cloth. We also have loose terminal. We set that up, bringing in wool to Atlanta so we can do cloth. We just have our last train coming in right now with wood and with grain for Atlanta, so that should get us to our 8 things at once.
Well, you have completed another task. But is your business as good as mine?
There, so we got that. So now all we need is the 20 loads of clothing and the 450,000 people. Decided to build an Atlanta Express station to get up to Nashville, so we're going to lay that down. Put a Rogers on that one because it has more traction power for this little hill right here. So we decided to bring one from this warehouse up to Knoxville so we can bring some of the goods in there, help it grow a bit. Okay, so we did some more work here. We doubled up everything. Knoxville to Nashville, Nashville to Atlanta, Atlanta to the terminal, Knoxville to the terminal, the wheat and the wood to the terminal. So everything's doubled up. So it's going to work way more efficient. There's at least 2 trains on everything now. So we're going to put down an express line from Augusta to Atlanta.
How nice. You have completed a task. But I'm not defeated yet.
Nice. We got our 450,000 citizens. We decided to bring Baker Warehouse over to Augusta here with these 2 trains. We just hooked up Green Station here, bringing in corn up to our warehouse and then kicking it out to Nashville, Atlanta, and Augusta. We also placed an immigration office to help boost Atlanta's growth. Decided to do a secondary warehouse, so I got fruit coming from Roberts Rest down to Anderson. Then I'm also going to put a train on the milk, bringing it down to Anderson. Then Anderson itself, going to put a warehouse there. And in that warehouse, we're going to take in milk, vegetables. Well, actually, the vegetables are already there. Fruit. We'll bring the clothing back out. Now we have our Anderson warehouse down the Atlanta Freight. So we have our train there. I just noticed there was a nice connection bonus between Elliott train station and Knoxville Freight, so we went ahead and hooked that up. Now we have Anderson Warehouse going down to Augusta Freight. Alright, Atlanta is finally grown enough that we can put down a clothing factory, or fashion industry I guess as they call it. To speed things along, I decided to put an immigration office in Augusta and in Knoxville to help them grow faster. I did a mix line from Louisville down to Atlanta using mostly freight lines. It took about 2-3 million, but I finally have a line from Chicago over to Buffalo for the optional task. It has to go all the way to New York, but this will be a start anyways.
That was the last goal of this stage. The final region is now unlocked for you. You are almost at the finish line and are ahead of your competitor.
Okay, so for the last stage, we have to go from Atlanta Express down to Jacksonville, which we have. We have our trains on there. Notice Knoxville has a new industry bonus, so we decided to put down sawmill. We managed to do a rail line all the way to New York City. So we're just going to go in here and bump it up. There we go. all the way to Buffalo, put up 3 trains, boom. Here we are coming back into Chicago off our New York, Buffalo, Chicago run. I believe this will give us our first optional task.
But isn't that completely in the wrong direction?
Perfect.
Well, it's fine with me. While you're wasting time up there, I can catch up.
So as you can see, I'm at 160 of 750 from Jacksonville to Atlanta, so that's working away. So we're at 5 goods to New York. We're going to keep working away at that here. So we have New York all hooked up for the optional tasks, so we need to bump up Jacksonville here. So we built a Florida warehouse, and we're going to fill it in. New York has grown, so we're going to give them a fashion industry. I'll go ahead and put that up. Perfect. Back down in Jacksonville, we're going to put an express line to Tallahassee and then do one to Pensacola next. Now we finished our Pensacola Express to Jacksonville Express line. We'll put our trains on. Alright, Albany was given off a connection bonus, so I put an Albany Express line in. And those are our trains for that. Let's take a peek in at New York here. See, we're up to 11 things that we need.
Really? This city has absolutely nothing to do with our bet. Are you taunting me?
Perfect. So we got that in. We're just waiting for our last task to fulfill. So we have Augusta down to Jacksonville on the express line. And we'll just peek in at our last task maybe. And we have 640 of 750. And we're just coming into Atlanta here with our train from Jacksonville, which I think will give us our last task that we have to do here. This should do it.
Congratulations.
Nice.
You reached the goal first and won the bet.
So, you won. I worked hard, but I have to admit, you were better. As agreed, I'm transferring all the shares of my company to you.
You even completed the special tasks. Very remarkable. Just like the sum that is being transferred to you as we speak.
Are you telling me you've been doing a few extra laps on the side? I got the message. You don't have to rub it in. Are you actually serious?
We pay that right now. Perfect. So we did 12 of 12, 2 of the optional tasks, 300,000. We got manager. We got 124 bonus. North America 4.4 years, 81 million value, 65 active lines, 118 trains in use, 539 wagons, almost 30,000 K in train track, 58 train stations, 7 buildings, 5 factories, 1 rural business, 15 connected cities, and 36 rural businesses. Let's see where our ranking is. Finds me. Alright, we are 2107 of 2538. So not really happy with this manager thing here. I don't like that. But if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, come back and watch another great video of Viking Me Gaming.